Hey, what I've got here is a photo that I took in Las Vegas back on July 9th, 2013. And the reason I took it outside my apartment complex was just to show the smoke. We had a big fire up in the mountains, and I wanted to show the smoke that was starting to drift over Las Vegas. And it was a really strange color, orange. Pretty cool color, and I thought, wow, this is kind of neat. It's blocking out the sun and acting as a filter, and I thought that was pretty cool. That's the only reason I took a picture, was that it actually acted as a filter, and I thought this is a good way of showing the color of the smoke. So what I did though is just recently, after I saw just today, or was it yesterday? Yesterday, I saw a planet-like object next to the sun, and I've seen this before back in October of last year, and I took a picture and put it on YouTube also. But what I didn't really realize here was, if you take the zoom and you zoom in on the sun, and I'm going to do that here. I'm going to keep zooming, keep zooming, and if you look real close, you're gonna see, I don't know if you can tell just by the camera, this is the sun, and right to the bottom left is a circular object, and I don't know if you can tell by looking, but here's the sun, and then here's this object right here. Definitely a circle. I'm just wondering if I do a little bit of brightness and oh, there we go. I took the brightness down and the contrast. There we go. Now you can see something even better. And I didn't even notice the other two objects. You've got the sun, and then this circular object, which if you just look at it with your eyes, you can't even tell it's there because the sun's so bright. And now that we've done the contrast and the brightness, not only do you see this object here, but two more little objects. And you know, I've been seeing this now, and now I've been watching YouTube, which I never used to watch, but now I'm watching it closely because I am interested in the theory that a planet-like system comes through our system every so often. I mean, it's a pretty wild theory, but when it comes to us having cataclysms on a cyclical basis, it sure makes sense that depending on where every object in our solar system and then the visiting solar system are, depending on where each object is at that point in time, that will determine what happens on the planet Earth. So there are times when this system maybe comes through cyclically and does nothing, because all the planets, moons, and everything are in such a position that nothing affects anything. Then there's other times where it comes through, and what happens is they are in such a way that when they arrive, cause causes cataclysms and wreaks havoc on our planet and maybe other planets in our solar system too. And if you look at the asteroid belt, many theorists, many scientists believe that that was a planet at one time that was hit by either another planet or another moon of a planet and destroyed and caused the asteroid belt. Well, that sure sounds like a good theory if you have this system coming through on a cyclical basis. And just looking at this picture with the sun, this object, and then these two objects, it sure makes you wonder. I mean, I may be totally off base, but you know, you have to keep an open mind, and if you look on YouTube, I'm sure people can Photoshop things, and people like to create hoaxes, but when I walk out on my patio or I walk outside and I actually see an object next to the sun, if you look at my other videos that I have on YouTube, I think I only have 4 or 5, but they each show objects next to the sun just recently within the last 2 years. And before that, I never paid attention to any of this. But now other people all around the world are seeing this too, and I did study Sumerian history, and it does make sense of what they said in their ancient history about a planet system coming through every now and then. It does sound plausible. I mean, very plausible. I just wanted you to see this and post your comments, good or bad, I don't care. Just please keep an open mind and just tell me what you think. Thanks a lot.